play with Miss Alicia Keys, You'll Never See Me Again. And then I finished off the double play with I Wanna Know What Love Is. Um, Please don't ask me who that was, because for some reason I kind of lost track of the name of the group that was, singing that song. But nonetheless, as I had mentioned earlier, I did have a technical difficulty with, getting the guests in. So I'm still trying. I'm not going to give up. With the live shows, once you hit that technical glitch and once off, it just kind of sways you. But I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna let it, sway me and discourage me. I'm still going to wait for my guests and yeah, and see if they're able to go in, to come in and join the show. So let's just cross our fingers and then see if they're able to come in, you know. Yeah. So yes, very interesting Sunday. Very interesting. Very interesting. So yeah. So we are going to have guests that are going to talk about the various foundations that they are involved in, what they do, the impact that the foundations have had, and what is it that made them join the foundation or create a foundation in the Eastern Cape. Yes, I think I see someone. I think I see someone. Hey, Luba, can you see me? Can you hear me? Am I
Yeah,
audible?
Spokie.
Oh my gosh, finally. I was starting to
Yes, I can
panic.
hear.
Okay, can you hear me clearly? Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah,
Yes, it's been
yo,
a
at
labor of
last.
patience. Yes,
No,
when you're
no, for
doing a
sure, for
live
sure.
show, if one thing goes wrong, it kind of ripples to everything else just going wrong. So apologies for the unnecessary delay, but yes, it is what it is. But yes, we move along as we go. Yes, so welcome to Stay Real.
Okay. Hi. Wow.
Hi.
Oh, yes, yes,
Are
yes.
we missing
Um,
anyone that is supposed to join?
yes, we are missing. Brenda says nothing on my side.
Okay.
Did you send to?
Okay, don't worry. Let's see if I cannot sort it out. Yes. Okay, I think she'll be able
And
to.
then,
Okay.
can I can I can I just quickly send you because a number for the person that is gonna stand for GNF because the doctor
Mm,
has his phone, she's still at work, so I think
okay.
she's a bit busy for now.
Okay, not a
Can I
problem.
can I send you an email
Yes.
for a replacing person?
No,
Uh,
that's fine.
okay, sure.
No, that's not a
I think
problem.
name is Chobani Kyali. I sent it on WhatsApp.
Okay. No, I've got it. I've received it already.
Yes,
I
can you
have
send that name
received
to
it.
him?
Yes. No, I'm definitely
Let me
doing
check.
that. Okay. Let's see. All right. Now I see. Okay. There we go. Okay. I've sent everyone now a fresh link. There we go. Okay. So I'm sure they're gonna come in um as we go ahead with our discussion, our conversation. So where are you based, Lubabalo? Ufrizile ngokubabalo.
Okay. Yo,
Okay, now you're audible. Now you're audible.
technology.
Okay.
Ewe ne. Okay. Yeah.
Usemthatha, that's why kungekho network.
Wena niwe no, mna ndisemonti.
Oh, okay. No,
Ndisemonti.
clearly.
Umntu osemthatha.
I okay.
Umntu osedurban
Yes.
though. But the other one now,
Okay.
she's not even in Durban. No, she's in Pretoria. So, most
Okay.
Pretoria
Usisbrenda.
and Brenda,
Okay.
Pretoria. So
Okay.
yeah, and then
All
we
right.
waiting for Kobani. That's a worried person because the Kobani person is in Mthatha. So network issues in
Oh,
Mthatha
okay.
are always a
All
problem. Let me
right.
just check that he did receive the email or what.
Yes, 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 yes.
Eh,
No, I have. And then I see Usis Brenda is in as well. Okay, she's just muted. I think are you trying to get hold of or Toban?
Kobani, yes, on my side.
Okay.
You can
All
continue
right.
maybe with Brenda if it's
Okay.
possible.
Yes, you can
What
just
on leave
mute
again?
on your side, ke Lupa, so that I can continue with Usis Brenda.
Make ngikhangela ukumute apho Lord. Hey, my breathe. Xa ungumute apha, that's the only thing that
Oh, yini Lupa. Nkosi yami kune
Oh, sorry, Mark at
the bottom on the left.
Okay, now we can't hear you. Yes, we've won. Good afternoon, Sis Brenda Unjani.
I'm all right. How are you, sis?
No, I'm well, Sissy. Welcome to Stay Real with Lester and Sipokazi, but I'm flying solo this afternoon. But Lester is out of town, so I am holding the fort today. I just, we don't have too much time, so we only have like about 30 minutes from what we would have wanted to allocate for this discussion conversation today. So, Usis Brenda, and can you tell us more about eFoundation?
Okay. All right. I'll tell you about Ulsis Brenda on the context of foundation only.
Yes. Of course.
Brenda Toby. I am
Yes.
one of the founders of the foundation, and I'm also a chairperson of the foundation. But I do work here for the Department of Higher Education and Training. But for the foundation purposes, I'm the chairperson of the board.
All right. All right.
And
That's
to tell
wonderful.
you more about the
Yes.
foundation, you had two-pronged question. And to tell you more about the foundation, this is quite a young foundation, which we launched in 2022.
All right.
Which we launched as a gift to our main founder, which is Ululama Toby, our brother.
Yes.
And when he turned 50. But we had always had we're on this journey of trying to find ways and strategies to see how can we intervene, especially in issues of poverty, issues of GBV, issues of HIV/AIDS, teenage pregnancy, education, So we've always had that passion, but we're all over the place. And so when he turned 50, then we decided, why not actually dedicate a whole foundation to him, and then we start this journey, and then base it on fighting GBV and campaigning against GBV and making everyone aware on GBV issues, but then have legs that are attached to the idea of GBV so that we can walk quite a mile spreading the awareness. Yeah. So,
all right. Okay.
No, that's it from what.
Okay. All right. And speaking about EGBV and creating awareness, yesterday we launched the 16 days of no violence against women and children. And is there an active campaign from yesterday that you, as a foundation, that you are busy with currently?
Currently, this is for us. It's been ongoing, so we don't only start acting on within that 16 days, but we amplify the 16 days during the 16 days. So currently, what we are doing, because we are working towards the anniversary, so we are having build-up campaigns. Just yesterday, 3 of our volunteers including Ululama, who's also one of the founders, and other members or other volunteers within the foundation. They spent a day in Katyana in one of the families whose counselor had written to us to say, this family is struggling. There are so many children. There's no access to food and no access to nutrition. And we're very disturbed by the 116 kids in the 2022 report who had died from malnutrition and so on, and also the comeback of Ikwashioko. So we have the build-up programs towards the anniversary, which is on the 2nd. This is on Saturday. And those build-up programs include spending time with families that are in need, making sure that we give out groceries, but more than anything, that we spread the word against GBV. So what we do, we lobby government departments. We lobby the business sector. We lobby even the locals to say around this family of the Mtlaga family, the day was spent with the Mtlagas yesterday. Around this Mtlaga family, let us all gather and start to talk about what are some of the issues that we have been experiencing in this community, because we pride ourselves of being a community-based foundation. So we are within the community. We don't come to the community, but we are part of the community. So that is one thing. But we are also hoping that one of the days towards Christmas, we will also be hosting a dialogue, which is mostly going to be focusing on the role of men in the fight against GBV. Now, we have also noted that sometimes it's an issue of only focusing on how wrong men are in fighting GBV, but we also want to bring the educational side to maybe rethink how GBV manifests and how do we contribute towards it as community members. I will give you just a simple example. Just now in October, we had one of the outreaches that we normally have in Indo, in a village called Lupapasi. When we went there, we had no case. We never go where we think we have a case, but we just go and we do awareness. And from the awareness, then we start to have cases. We had no case, so we just did our normal outreach, invited NPA and blah, blah, blah. But from that, we then learned that there is a family that has been struggling with a child who has been abused by the grandfather in this family for years. She gained some strength after the campaign to say, this has been happening to me. And so that is one of the things that we are doing. We're following up on that case. We are giving support to that young lady so that she can also have resources such as access to legal resources and also so she can know that she is supported and that someone out there is listening, because we always tell the victim first and then we listen later to what the so-called perpetrator then has to say. So those are our day-to-day operations towards the issue of the GBV.
All right. You mentioned that you lobby different departments because obviously it's not given the economic position that we're in now as a country, it's not easy to just take out from the pocket and give. The people that you lobby, Kubo, are they forthcoming and assisting? How has that journey been? Because we know that there's foundations that come and then somehow along the way they disintegrate because they're not getting funding to sustain them, the actual foundation. How has that journey been for you as the foundation?
Our message is exactly just the same. We don't say to government departments, come give us money. What we say is, we have identified an issue there. Come with us to come and resolve it. I must say it depends from program to program or outreach to outreach, because some outreaches, you will find that community is struggling with issues of security and safety. And so we call community safety or SAPs. So they will play a major role. What we have seen is that government departments are willing to come. Where we are still lacking is to then have them commit long term
Of course.
to those
Yeah.
communities, to those communities that we will have introduced them to. But what we have seen, we have been able to be welcomed openly by different departments. Some have even given out, I mean, we have 3 cooperatives that are led by women that have been supported by the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development for farming.
Yes.
And they send pictures all the time of their gardens and farms and so on. And then secondly, when we say government, we don't necessarily mean the Department of. There are government structures that are built within communities. Like your CPFs, for instance, those are government structures that are built within the communities that we also appeal to, and we beg them, come with us. And so when we start, we will consult with them. By the time we have a big hula hoo program on a day, these people have been working on the ground. These people understand their issues. And so when we leave structures that then can continue with the work once we have left. But I must say they have been very open and welcoming to our requests. We hound them, we knock on their doors. They have been very, very open. And I'm hoping that in the next year, the government departments, more government departments will start to join and also understand what it is that we're trying to do with the communities.
Oh, that's wonderful. And then in the communities, obviously, you will have volunteers, you will have people on the ground. In terms of a skills transfer in what they learn from what they are doing, is there continuity and sustainability that they gain from such experiences and the work that they do, with the foundation?
That's a very good question. So one of the things I mentioned that we do work with the government departments, but we also invite businesses. But we also invite, on top of that, educational institutions and other associations that may have skills that we don't have. We are just simply a foundation that is running around trying to fight GBV. So we will do that. So one of the things that we do is to make sure if there is that cooperative that has been started, so we'll give chicks, 300 chicks for the group of women to start growing, and then we'll ask the chief to give them a piece of land, fence it, have some farming implements, and then we have them running. But one of the things that we do is to call them and to continuously train them on what now is going to happen. How are they going to have to sustain themselves when we leave? What we have learned is that there's so much skilled people who are out there who wish to assist, but they don't know where to start. So once you have this collective of people or collection of people, then they can go each time when we get requests. I will not lie to you, Spokas. We do get requests of people who are saying, oh, you know what, I wish to give this. Where should we start? We wish to bring career guidance. Where should we start? Because now we have been to these communities. We know that there's a group called Luba Farming Projects, for instance. Then we will say, you know what, there is a group that we are trying to nurture. Do you mind going there? And so there is a lot of skills, cross-training, sharing that is happening in between. And we are very happy with the progress. And if you do follow us on the day, we have invited all 3 co-ops, and they will be testimony to what how their lives have been changed through this, and also the skills transfers that has been happening. Yeah.
No, that's wonderful. So if someone wants to join or donate, where do they go?
So if someone wishes to donate, you can go. We do have a Facebook page. I am very bad with Facebook pages.
Social media.
And, social media, with social media. I'm only on WhatsApp. But we do have a Facebook page, and we do have a Twitter account. I wish to just give the correct ones. Maybe Lupa even follows them. So if Lupa can share with you so that you can share with your audience. You can share with your audiences, but you can follow us there. But then Facebook will always tell you where we are going next. And then you come up here. Our numbers are always there. As I told you, earlier that we had a group of people who are born in November in our team of volunteers who decided
Wonderful.
yesterday we're going to spend the day with the Mtaka family. And
Yes.
the video that necessitated that we do that intervention was a video
Yes.
that came to me that was sent by WhatsApp in the middle of of the night. So someone asking for assistance for that family. So
Yes.
there is also a number I can give you, my number, which is WhatsApp. But Lupa, please do share the
No,
Twitter
Lupa, I
handle.
will no, Lupa will definitely do, Sissy. No,
Yes,
thank you very much because it's not every day that we get to speak to Abantu that have that are involved in foundations and are part of the foundation. So we thank you very much, and we hope that all that you are wanting to do, you carry on and you get the resources. And in Mandike, you've got professionals that are part of the foundation. So at
definitely.
least that's also, a positive, it carries
Yeah,
so much weight because as in the we are not experts in them, but Abantu in the various fields, as a collective, there's a
yeah.
lot that can come out
No,
of
definitely.
this. Yes. No, thank you very much, Kesisi, for giving us your time. And we apologize again for this, for the not the slight delay, for the delay.
No problem. Thanks a lot, Spokas, and to
Thank you,
your
sis.
viewers, and all the best with your YouTube radio station. This is interesting.
Thank you so much, Sissy. Please do have a blessed and wonderful afternoon further.
Thanks. You too,
Thank
Spokas.
you.
Thanks a lot. So
All right.
now
And
I
then
can just leave studio, ne?
yes, 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 you can,
Okay.
Sissy. All
Okay.
right.
All the
Thank you so much.
God.
Yes, we are here. Lupa Balo.
Yes.
How are you, sir?
Now, okay, Spokie. And how are you?
Yes. No, I'm well. I'm well. We actually have like roughly like 10 minutes to chat, and I apologize, but yeah, we're gonna do a reloaded. We have to do a reloaded just to make up for the lost time due to the technical glitch. Yes.
Yes,
So Babano, can you tell us foundation? Can you tell us more about
yes.
that? Yes. The floor is yours.
Um, okay. Thank you, Spokie. My name is
Mm,
Ulubabalo
yes.
Nyakambi. Um,
Mm,
Currently, I'm working for a Department of Health,
okay.
but then I'm the member of the Den Pasia Foundation.
Mm, okay. Yes.
Um, a foundation, it's you join them voluntarily when
Yes.
you want to see change. People would
Mm,
say in advance that if you want to see change, be that
mm,
change.
yes.
So I wanted then I joined them because I felt like I can be that change into people's lives.
Mm,
So the Den Pasia Foundation, as you know, that there's Dr. Den Pasia, Dr.
yes.
Den Pasia, who was the champion of the rural development. Yeah,
Yes.
and
Remember
and
very well.
then from his businesses, he then
Mm,
opened a leg of the charity
yes.
and all that. Um, so with that, he then has a the leg of the sport
Yes.
and the community development.
Mm,
With the sport, he really supported he's supporting
mm,
the soccer, it's
yes.
rugby, it's
Mm,
tennis, it's
mm,
golf and all
mm,
that. And some
yes.
of those sport codes, he's in the
Mm,
plenary time of things. Like if there's a golf, then they will get themselves involved and be
mm,
part of that in terms of maybe giving resources what they have into making
yes.
sure that if there's a golf
Mm,
gift day in Tata, then
mm,
they get involved in that. And
yes.
but the major, which is the consistent one, the one that
Yes.
has been there, that is continuing to be there.
Mm,
It's the soccer, which is it's in Tata Parks.
yes.
Everyone knows about Tim Tata Parks.
Yes,
Pepper.
back in the 90s. Yes.
Yes, now we still have that. It's now that it's
Okay.
not on. It's still on first division with his Municipal League,
Yes.
but he's
Mm.
there, and and
Yes.
and and he did that not just for him to have a club, but it's also because he believes that sports is one of those things that helps
Mm.
youth to be disciplined. If you are a
Yes.
sportman,
Mm.
by the virtue that you're a sportman, you have
Mm.
to be disciplined. So
Yes.
we then created there's that element of
Mm.
having it sport so that we pull the youth from the street to come and
Yes.
enjoy the sport and all that. With that,
Mm.
we would have somewhere July. It's our annual sports Den Pasia sports games,
Mm.
which is that
Yes.
will be soccer, rugby, netball,
Mm.
and everyone. Then would get
Mm.
all the teams from all the different communities to come and
Okay.
participate in.
I was about to ask that if that is community based, if it's a collective of communities around the district.
Ye- Yeah, it's
Okay.
a community based
Mm.
games, um, and it's a very it's useful because you know what,
Mm.
part rural people are
Mm.
they are always outside of the, the system. You
Yes.
know, with the partnership that we have now with
Mm.
the GNF and the Black Hawk,
Yes.
we're busy with rural areas. We're not doing any
Mm.
town thing, just there in
Yes.
the rural
O
places.
mm.
Yeah.
But tell
So
me, which rural areas, like, is it based where? Like, is it a specific region, or it's just Eastern Cape as a whole?
it's an Eastern Cape of the whole,
Yes.
because we've been to Imatatiela, we've been to
Okay.
Elusikisiki, we've done
Mm.
Solo,
Mm.
like it's an Eastern Cape,
Mm.
and more especially our the Transkei side, if you can call a former
Hello,
Transkei.
Samasiskaya Matlitin.
Yes, but you are always
Yes.
privileged. You are always privileged. If you know Transcar is the worst because you
Yes.
know even when we do the outreach,
Mm.
the response that you get, you know, when we do our because when we do the outreach, we would have then on a Saturday we would have a medical day where
Yes.
we've got doctors from the Black Hawk and from the
Mm.
RAC Christian Center.
Yes. Okay, I think we have lost old Baba Lo for a bit there. I think there's a problem here, network. So, okay, let's just give him a few seconds. He's probably going to rejoin again. If you can just be patient with us. I know we are running a bit out of time, but we'll try. I'll try and squeeze in as much as I can with what the foundation that he is involved in does, and what is his involvement with the foundation personally. Okay, let's just check. Okay, I think he's gonna come in again. He's just exited, but we are gonna give him a few seconds just to try and log in again, because I think load shedding as well is just not helping on his side. So if we can just try and be a little bit patient. I know you've been patient with me from 4 o'clock with my guests trying to log in, only to find that the link was no longer working. So I had to resend a fresh link. So yes, it's been quite an interesting afternoon, the last hour of the show. But I am not going to give up. Like I said earlier on, that I'm not going to give up on my guests today, no matter what. Um, I think he's trying to log in again. There. I think he's slowly. Yes, he's come back. Nyana wolahleka.
Sorry, yes,
No. Understand. Network can be the
yes,
pits sometimes.
yeah.
Yes. So tell me, what role, Wena, do you play in the foundation? You said you work for health and like
Yes.
what's your contribution basically?
Okay, my contribution
Mm.
it's basically on
Utsho
the
wacaca ngoku, there's no fuzziness. Okay.
oh, okay, sorry. Yes, it's based on the clinical side of things.
Okay.
Because I work in pharmacy, so we when we're doing our outreach,
Yes.
we we give the whole
Mm.
package what the
Yes.
Department of Health gives.
Mm.
So part of what we dispense medication
Mm.
for all the
Yes.
patients that
Wonderful.
will be seen on the day. So approximately
Mm.
we will have about 300 patients on a day. So you
Mm.
can imagine,
Mm.
and that part of the outreach, which is the
Mm.
pharmacy and the we are
Yes.
almost like would call if we were a government, people would call it short staff. Because
Okay.
the
Yes.
doctors that we have, they are
Mm.
quite like we would have 12 to 14 doctors. And then if you
Yes.
do your ratio, we are only four in the pharmacy or three on a day.
Okay.
So you'll be
Mm.
having 14 patients coming at a go to you.
Yes.
But
Yes.
because it's a giving
Mm.
kind of like service. So you kind of like you know what, I'll do my
Mm.
best. We give our
Yes.
best. When you're
Mm.
on the
Mm.
floor,
Mm.
maybe one day you guys will just come live on our just to see
Yes.
the good that we do there.
Yes. Yes.
So mine is just on the medical side, and
Okay.
we trying to
Mm.
give our best, and we do. And,
Mm.
everywhere we've gone,
Mm.
it's been a wonderful experience and a wonderful moment for us. Yeah.
So tell me now, how do you integrate with the Blackhawks Foundation? Where's the integration there? Like,
Yes, as I've said to you, ne, that
mm.
we had we've got a partnership with the
Yes.
Black Hawk and
Mm.
the GNF and the Den Passia Foundation. Remember that the
Yes.
Den Passia Foundation also it's a community based
Mm.
foundation. You understand?
Mm.
We built
Yes.
schools, we building the halls. Like now,
Mm.
the fourth we were launching to build. We are building a multi purpose, which is we were asked by the church, which is
All
we see
right.
the SAPE, to build
Mm-hmm.
them a church. But
All right.
because we are people who are not only focusing on older people, we are
Mm.
focusing also to the young people. So we then
Yes.
decided and made a suggestion that how about this hall doesn't just become a church, but
Yes.
we make a hall that can accommodate youth when they want to
Yes.
do their activities. At least they've got a
Mm.
hall, so that
Mm.
part of what we want to do also, we want the youth to own these things,
Mm.
not just to be
Yes.
owned by older people. So it's a church, but
Yes.
also for youth not to vandalize it or to
Mm.
do any harm on the hall.
Yes.
Let them
Yes.
also have a share of it. So the share is
Of
that
course. Mm.
when they have their activities or anything, they
Mm.
use the hall,
All right.
back to the
Mm.
church.
Mm. Mm.
So you have
Yes.
two 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 incredible things
Mm.
to have in the same hall. Yeah,
All
well,
right.
because spiritual
Yes.
side and also there's the development side of things.
Yes.
So
Mm.
then the Black Hawk, they've got doctors. They are mainly like
Yes.
they are outreach people,
Yes.
and
Yes. Yes. Mrs. Brenda mentioned. Mm.
yes, and the
Mm.
GNF and the GNF it's a new baby that just came, and most of the time, because as
Mm.
I'm telling you that this is a work that they do for free, and
Yes.
it does not have funds from anywhere. Okay, with
Mm.
us, because it's an arm from the businesses, we
Yes.
can receive money, but that money
Mm.
is not enough to then
Yes.
give services or
Mm.
proper services to people. Then
Yes.
the GNF and the Black Hawk, when we come together, we really try to get all the resources that we have to make sure
Mm.
that whatever that we do,
Yes.
it's something that people can appreciate. It's something that, because
Mm.
remember, some of the things that we do, it's not things that need money. For instance,
Mm.
to call home affairs to come and give services to people,
Yes.
it's not something that we have to pay. It's just, we are just a link to make sure
Yeah.
that our
Facilitate.
people
Yes.
know that at some
Mm.
point, home affairs is able to come to you and give you services. You understand?
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
also the health,
Mm.
we get people, the
Mm.
dentist,
Mm.
we've got optometrist, we've got pharmacy,
Mm.
like, and the doctors and the rural people can, these are all the comments that we get all the time when you get there. And the old
Mm.
women will tell you, a 70-year-old person said, my child, ever since I was born, I have
Yes.
never in my life seen something like this. When I'm gonna
Wow.
come and been
Mm.
seen by a doctor for free, and
Jane.
seen by a lawyer, and
Yes.
talk
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
whatever that is, as like legal
All right.
and
All right. Okay,
relevant.
Lupa, we have run out of time. Sorry to cut you off. Like I
Yeah,
said, we are gonna do a reloaded 2.0
okay,
because of the time
all
that
right.
we had the technical issue.
All right.
Just a quick one. Any events in the coming month that you have? Just a quick one.
Yes, yes. Okay. We For now we are all putting our minds and energy on the GNF anniversary, which is next week on the
Okay.
second.
All
We've
right.
got schools and stuff for that. So we are working on that. But
Mm.
mid-December, the Denpasia has always been having a grocery
Mm.
kind of food parcel that it gives to the
Mm.
community around the
All right.
Luchasini,
Mm.
where the dance lodge is.
Yes, I
So
see what you're
somewhere
saying.
in December, we're just not sure about the dates. We are gonna,
Okay.
maybe when we do the reloading, by that
Mm.
time we would have the
Yes.
dates, and
Okay.
the dates to you. Then we would be going to the community to
Mm.
give them. We call it a Christmas gift. So we
All
buy
right.
groceries for Christmas.
All right.
So,
Okay.
so December somewhere, and we'll be
Mm.
going to our community to do
All
that.
right. Oh, I can
Yes.
know. That's wonderful. Thank you very much for your time on a Sunday afternoon. So, Maspinde sithethe ke Luba, and we'll keep in touch. And then
Okay.
hopefully we'll set a date within a reasonable period whereby ningazuba busy kuyo. But thank you so much for your time. And thank you for all the work that you do for the community. Nezo ritalin ke nizikhuphayo, yonke loo nto.
Yes,
Thank you
man.
so
Yes.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much for your time. And I am hoping that we speak again very soon. Do have
All
a
right.
good afternoon.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very
All right.
much.
It's a pleasure.
Uh,
All
Thank
right.
you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. That was the two wonderful people, Ulu Babalo from the Den Pasia Foundation and Sis Brenda Ngukaitobi from the Ngukaitobi. No, I want to say it from the Gcinabantu Hutchinson Ngukaitobi Foundation. Thank you very much for your time and giving us some insights on what your foundations do. It was a pleasure tuning in and for you guys to tune in. It was a pleasure for you, for us actually. Well, for me to grace, to play you music and give you, some insights on what the different foundations are doing. So I hope wherever you are, you're also you do well for your community, you assist your community wherever you are. So thank you very much and do have a good evening and a good afternoon and a blessed week ahead. I'm not going to leave you alone. I am going to leave you with